With the backdrop of the St. Louis Arch, welcome along board, ladies and gentlemen, to our first ever trip in series history to the Gateway Motorsports Park. This is the Bomarito Automotive 450K. After tonight, we'll only have 3 more stops on the 2021 season: Darlington, Michigan, and Homestead, Miami, all racetracks with a ton of history that we have raced at multiple times. But for our final new race of the season here, we turn it up here at the Gateway Motorsports Park under the lights for our final primetime event of the season. And the intensity is ratcheted up as Justin Seidel's point lead continues to balloon as far as he has had it all season long. But he starts deep in the field today after a wild qualifying session saw him start 37th. He's going to have some work cut out for him. And last week's winner, Thomas Troxel, sitting pretty up there in the 53 Mustang for the second week in a row. But 28 races down, just 4 to go, including tonight. And we are going to be setting them loose here in just a few moments for 45 laps around this iconic 1.25 mile oval, I believe. I don't know the distance in front of me. But let's take a look at the points as they enter heading into today. It is Justin Seidel with a 159-point lead over Igor Barreto. And keep in mind, the most you can score in a race is 100. So he's got over a race and a half lead over Igor Barreto. He's got almost 2 race lead on Joe Rutkowski, who's 189 back. Adam McCrow, first man at 2 races back at 206. His teammate Dustin Davis is 214 back off the lead. Thomas Troxel, after that splendid run at Pocono, is 230 back. And Colton Yu is 234 with Equan Haslam 244. A lot of these guys hanging on there from about Brett Sierra on back to about the 300-point range. Their championship hopes could be completely gone after tonight. So you could see some guys making some last-ditch desperation moves in an attempt to try and skit themselves back into this championship one final time here. And in the constructor side of things, it's all sorts of chaos after Pocono because we now have Arctic Racing back out in front, Collins Racing trailing by 20, Honda Hamel Racing Enterprises in third at 1,090 points, and Team Velocistar in fourth at 1,089 points. That gap up at the top has opened up, swung massively in Arctic Racing's favor at Pocono in a wild Long Pond super sprint last week. But I'm about to step it over to the side here as Brandon Wilmington, Abe Troxel, Nathan Smith will wrap up the pre-race show and do the starting lineup here at the Gateway Motorsports Park. Brandon, it is going to be a fantastic one here tonight.
It certainly is, and I'm very much looking forward to this race. We had a lot of drama in qualifying for all of the championship contenders, but we'll see if that ends up translating to the race.
Yeah, it's going to be very exciting to see which drivers can hold on to their championship hopes and which drivers cannot. As we said earlier, the number 61 of Justin Seidel is starting really, really deep in the field, and the guy who's 16 points, who won last week, Thomas Troxel, sitting pretty up there on pole. We're going to see how this race turns out here today at Gateway.
So we know Seidel is starting in the back. However, he started in the back and midfield plenty of times, but this man has finished, regardless of starting position most weeks, in the top 10 almost 50% of the races. So my bets are on him to somehow get a top 10 in this race.
And that should wrap up pre-race, as pace car is going to start leaving off here soon. The engines are fired here at Gateway. And let's go through your starting lineup. On the front row, Thomas Troxel in number 53 alongside Daniel Bouchard in the number 50. In row 2, you have Andrew Williams and the 84 of Arthur Xavier. Row 3, Alexander Rowe and Shane Lake. Row 4 is Colton Yo and the number 70 of Aiden McCrow. Row 5 is the 48 of Christopher Alphaby and the 6 of Jesse Turner. Row 7 is Andrew Miller in the 51, Joe Rutkowski in the 44, and in row 7 is Keegan Thompson, Dustin Davis. as they go down the back straightaway, who are you guys picking to win this race?
Well, I'm obviously not going to be picking my brother because that would be extremely stupid to jinx him. But I'm going to go with that number 28 of Andrew Williams sitting pretty there in the third position. I'm pretty sure he's looking for a good run. He had a good run in qualifying, fast car all weekend. I'm pretty sure he can pull this one off here today.
I'm going to go with Alexander Rowe in the 8-4 Pacific Racing. I don't know why, I just have a gut feeling that he's going to be able to pull something off and win today.
Car is off. Troxel and Bouchard gonna lead them to the green. We don't have many races left in the season, so one of the last times that we can say we're going green here in the Body Armor Cup Series at Gateway. Going down the backstretch, Thomas Troxel with a good jump on that restart. Alexander Rowe to the inside of Andrew Williams, trying to get third with Colton Yeo behind him. As Thomas Troxel will lead the opening lap as Williams and Rowe are still side by side for that third position. Both of them wanting good runs. Both of them, their seasons are over. They just want to win at this point.
You see there the number 48 of Christopher Alphaby getting onto that high line. I don't know what it is, but if you get to that top lane, you're pretty much clear of the entire field now, as that 14 car of that, no, that's the 55, excuse me, the 55 of Colton Yeo there driving in the, what is that, the 5th position, putting up a good run here early in the going, as we might have a pass.
Green wide for the lead, going into turn number 1. Here comes Daniel Bouchard. And Andrew Williams, sorry for cutting you off there, but oh, Troxel in the wall. Almost came down and hit Alexander Rowe. And all of a sudden, Troxel goes from leading to outside the top 5 and maybe even outside the top 10, as he's still got cars to the inside of him.
Yeah, he got a little loose there when when Bouchard and Williams sent him 3 into turn 1. But right now, your new leader is the number 50 of Daniel Bouchard. Williams is going to stay right behind him. Then we got Alexander Rowe in the number 8 running in 3rd position right now.
So Christopher Alphaby there running in the 4th position. He's going to try and run down Alexander Rowe, but he's going to have to fight off Scott Upton. We saw these two duel at Indianapolis for the lead for a while before a caution during the pit cycle came out. So they're going to try and continue that duel here at Gateway. Up front, Daniel Bouchard, he's under pressure from Andrew Williams as we start lap 5 of 45 here.
Andrew Williams has been digging. He's trying to get to Daniel Bouchard. Obviously, Alexander Rowe trying to be a nuisance to him as well. Rowe has put together a good second half of the season, but just has been weighed down by the terrible first half, and Andrew Williams just wants a good run at this point. He is dead last of all the full-timers in the points. It has just been a miserable, miserable season for that Reese's car. But running up front here today, trying to redeem himself, and they're 3 wide again. That's for 5th place. Colton Yeo trying to hold off Christopher Alphaby. And the 84 of Arthur Xavier's Keegan Thompson pushing the issue on the bottom. He's going to push those Polar Star cars up and onto the high lane. And there's another Polar Star car behind him. All 3 of those cars all around each other inside the top 10. So good run for that team so far. It's still early. Anything can happen as Rakowski, he may have used the bumper on Keegan Thompson there.
And he's going to shove him up inside the top 5, I am pretty sure, as you have some Polar Star cars there under a blanket going into turn 1 here.
Rakowski to the inside of Xavier, and there's Troxel outside the top 10 now in the 11th position. And he's got Dustin Davis, championship contender, trying to get to the inside of him. He needs to get as many spots as he can to try and make up that massive gap to Zidell. And so far he's doing a good job, but I don't think 11th place is going to cut it. He's going to need more spots, as Bouchard has a pretty comfortable lead now over Williams, and they are stacked up there for 3rd. Rowe is trying to hold off Scott Upton. and Colton Yo for that third position, as the top 5 have kind of broken away from the rest of the pack until you get back to Keegan Thompson in 6th. And here comes Scott Upton to the inside of Alexander Rowe, trying to take the 3rd spot away from that Lumen Toyota. And he's going to get the drive off of turn 4, but Rowe is still there, and now he's going to get the spot. Move Scott Upton up to 3rd.
And Colton Yo is following
Caution
right
is out.
behind it. And
We have a spin on the back. It's Nelson Reeves, Perigel Arvin Alonso involved. And also the number 79 of Daniel. No, that's Eric Monaco in the 79, actually. So a few cars wrecking on the backstretch, and we've got our first caution of the day here on lap number 9 at Gateway.
Shouldn't open the pit, sorry to budge in, shouldn't open the pit fuel window up yet. It's going to be close. Pit fuel window in testing was about 25 to 28 laps. I know I hadn't actually said that over a mic before the race started, but they should be close on the pit fuel window, but I don't think they're quite there yet where any of these guys could get away with pitting.
Perigel Arvin Alonso has destroyed the front of that number 7 Ingetel Toyota, as him and that believe that the 21 of Nelson, Nelson Reeves, thank you. The 21 of Nelson Reeves are going to duck down pit road along with Eric Monaco, as I'm pretty Alonso's done
out.
And Reeves is going to get that fixed. Monaco's going to get his damage fixed. Our first caution of the night here at Gateway, as Thomas Troxel is also on pit road to repair some damage. He's going to have a lot of ground to make up. But short pitting could be good here. I don't know if this early, but it could make out some good fuel strategy there from number 53.
Definitely shake some things up for sure. Let's go see what happened here on the back straightaway to bring in our first caution here at Gateway. Coming into turns 1 and 2, Perigel Arvin Alonso. Patrick Smith's going to check up going into turn 2, and Nelson Reeves diving it up into the corner. We're trying to go 3 wide, and Alonso's going to get into Patrick Smith. Smith's going to get up into Reeves, and then Alonso just pounds the back of Nelson Reeves, and there's where Monaco got his damage. So 4-car incident here on the back straightaway, and there's just not enough room coming off of turn number 2. We are back here at Gateway, wrapping up our first caution of the race here on lap number 12. Daniel Bouchard with the lead. 1 car was knocked out from that accident, and it was the number 7 of Perigel Arvin Alonso. Singtel is not fast today. Nelson Reeves and Eric Monaco were able to rejoin the race, but they are in the back with damage. Troxel also came into the pits to fix some damage, so he is also going to be starting in the back. But your top 5 heading to the restart are going to be Daniel Bouchard, Andrew Williams, Scott Upton, Alexander Rowe, and Colton Yo. And we got a few guys in the back half of the top 10 to watch out for, like Keegan Thompson, Joe Rutkowski, Dale Lightning, and you've got the other 2 Polar Star cars behind them. A lot of teams having really good runs here today. I think 3 different teams have all of their full-time cars inside the top 10. As we head to the restart, Daniel Bouchard will lead them down. Andrew Williams got a pretty good restart. He might be able to challenge Daniel Bouchard hanging into turn number 1.
Alexander Rowe there pushing the envelope there on the number 41 car of Scott Upton, as he is going to battle side by side with him down the back straightaway. Keegan Thompson also making the move on Colton Yo there for the 5th position, as they're going to keep side by side coming off of the final corner here, and Bouchard's going to lead the first lap coming off the caution, as they are still side by side here going into turn number 1. Keegan Thompson might want to start pushing this envelope as well, but They are still
Correct.
side by side. They are still side by side, but I do believe Upton's going to get it there.
Upton's going to get third, and it's Colton Yo to the inside of Keegan Thompson. Oh, wow. Thompson got a good run going into the corner, but the 55 is still going to be on the inside, and Thompson is going to clear him, though. So you got both Pacific Racing cars inside the top 5 as of now. Well, both the full-time ones, at least.
Joe Burkowski tried making a move on the outside of Colton Neal going into turn 1. It doesn't work as he falls into the clutches of his
someone on the
teammate,
wall
Christopher-
back there. Noah Clifton. And they avoid causing a wreck, but Clifton in the 97 got up into the outside wall, and now he's on the outside 3 wide with Caleb Rose and Jesse Turner. That's going to get tight coming off of turn 4, but they're going to sort it out. And there's Justin Zeidel still in the back of the field. He is in the 30th position. Zeidel, if he wants to defend that, points lead, he's going to have to do a better job than that. And Ethan Farley, the one-off, going to the inside of Zeidel, 3 wide there. He is running back here as well. Oh, Trey Bartos in the pits. For some reason, something has gone amiss on the 27. That's interesting there. Lap number 17, Bouchard continues to lead. Andrew Williams under pressure from Scott Upton and Alexander Rowe, and Keegan Thompson rounds out the top 5. Bouchard doing a good job holding the lead so far, and here comes Upton to the inside of Andrew Williams. He's going to try, he has been going up through this field, and he is going to try and get second away from Andrew Williams. He might get the lead as he goes to the inside of Bouchard. Now he's side by side with him. He had a great run through the corner, and Upton might be looking to take this lead here at Gateway.
What a move by Scott Upton there. Pushing, I'm going to keep saying this, but they're just pushing the envelopes here. And Upton's going to go to the lead. What a great move through 3 and 4 there to get right beside Daniel Bouchard and to take that lead coming onto the back straightaway. As Keegan Thompson is going to move, or Alexander Rowe moves into the 3rd position there as Andrew Williams falls back to 4th. And Yo rounds out your top 5. But Scott Upton is going to be your new leader here at Gateway as he has pulled a considerable gap, 3/10, almost 4/10 on Daniel Bouchard.
Number 41 is on rails. He had a couple of incredible corners the last couple laps and was able to sweep by Bouchard, and now he's pulling away. And now Bouchard is under fire from Alexander Rowe, who's going to get right up to the bumper. I think actually running into his back bumper going through the corner. That's not going to work out for Rowe. In fact, it seemed like it was more of a detriment to him as now he's got Williams and Yo behind him. And Yo's going to try and get to the inside of Williams for 4th, and Rutkowski's in this battle as well. He snuck his way up into the 6th position as Williams is going to beef it into the wall, and now that's going to give Rutkowski a top 5 running position. As Andrew Williams is going to lose a couple of spots. He's going to lose another one to Keegan Thompson. So Williams is going to fall back to, I believe, 7th here.
But something to keep in mind right now, guys, as drivers are coming to start lap 21, but pit stops are closing in. The pit window is coming. However, I think it's going to be a bit pushed back as we did have that early caution. So strategy and fuel, all that fun stuff is coming up shortly as Alexander Rose trying to go up the inside of Daniel Bouchard in turn 4, and I think they're going to be side by side as they come down the front stretch. And yes, they are. Alexander Rowe might clear him into turn 1.
Colton Yo to the inside of his teammate Daniel Bouchard. Bouchard running it up the top side. Should expect pit stops between laps 25 and 30 if that pit window stays true. And here comes Colton Yo now to the bottom. He's going to try and get second away from Alexander Rowe, but Rowe's going to hold him off for now as Scott Upton has just checked out of this field. He is over 1.3 seconds now. That car is a rocket so far in this race.
He'll be. Yes, he'll be. I was waiting for that timer to rescore itself, but he will be extending that gap by almost around 2/10 there. Upton has just been lit aflame right now, and he is just burning rubber on this track and pulling up some great laps there in that number 41. I was not expecting him to be running up here from the start of this race.
Colton Yo to the inside of Alexander Rowe as we have now passed halfway at Gateway. We technically did that last lap, but whatever. Colton Yo will end up taking the second position away from Alexander Rowe. Fastest lap does belong to Colton Yo, so that's something to keep in mind as well, as Rowe is still trying to hound him down. But maybe Colton Yo can get up to Scott Upton, but I think really they're going to start pitting before Yo even gets even close to Upton, so we'll see how that ends up shaking out. As here comes Joe Rakowski to the inside of Daniel Bouchard, who has just been dropping like a rock ever since he lost that lead, and he might lose another spot to Thompson. No, Thompson's going to go wide, and Rakowski hasn't passed him yet either, so now he has. Rakowski, move him up to the 4th position, and remember, he's 3rd in points, and Zidell's still in the back, so he can gain a lot of points on Zidell if he stays up here.
Yeah, worth noting real quick here, just want to jump in. Rutkowski running in 4th right now would gain 76 points. Zidell currently at the line, probably going to be about 28th or so. That's about a 58 to 60 point gain in Joe Rutkowski's favor. And when you're 189 off the lead, that's a pretty big jump heading into the next 3 races.
Certainly is. The point situation definitely interesting to watch here tonight at Gateway. Rakowski needing that good run for sure, and he just might get it if he's able to hold on to the last 20 laps of this race. Caution is out, and that is the 38 of Logan Williams. Smoke trailing out the back of that car, and the number 70 as well of Ada McCrow. That might end his chances of winning the championship as the second caution comes out here on lap number 27. Should expect pit stops under this caution as well. But a couple of cars definitely going to be out of this one. The biggest one of which being Ada McCrow. And yes, they are pitting this time by. Scott Upton will lead them down into the pits, and we'll see who ends up coming out first.
I do believe those 2 cars could have been maybe separate incidents, but I have no idea. It looked like Aiden McCrow may have dropped an engine there, and I have no idea what happened to Logan Williams here, but the pit stops start right now. Scott Upton looking to put on some 4 fresh Goodyears and pack it full of fuel so he can make this car drive all the way to the finish.
It was on rails at the end of that run, so problems for Keegan Thompson and Andrew Miller. Not sure what that was, but that's going to give Thompson some damage. Ryan Durrani is going to come out first. He might have taken 2 tires. He might be rolling the dice here to try and get a bit of strategy to go his way. And Thompson ended up 3rd despite all the contact he made in the pits. But you got to wonder how much that damage is going to hinder him.
Yeah, it could hurt his car really bad here after having a pretty good run the early and mid portions of this race, but it could be over with how much damage he has on that right side.
I believe also maybe playing some strategy here. He gained a ton of spots in the pits, and also the 10 of David Johnson in the number 10. I think those guys might have rolled the dice here and maybe taken 2 tires.
Sure, looks like it. As I have no idea if Trey Bartow is even in contention or is in the lead right now, but I think he's just gotten the free pass because he was a lap down after pitting. But
he is not in the leaders. He was in the pits in that last green cycle.
Yeah, so I am just guessing that he has he has gotten the wave around and is back on the lead lap, but is starting right in front of the leaders, which could possibly hinder the 19 there of Durrani and everyone else behind him. But I honestly do not know what happened to Bartzel, why he went down to the pits so early a little while ago. But your guess is as good as mine right now. But Barto is going to be starting up at the front, but Durrani is your leader there, and the 84 of Arthur Xavier is going to be starting second with Keegan Thompson in third.
It's going to be where they're going to restart, as we're going to go back and look at what happened to bring out the second caution of the race here. And it came out on lap number 27.
All right. So we see here coming into turn number 1, Logan Williams and Josh Williamson side by side, and Williamson just hooks that number 38 into the wall hard. Heavy nose damage on that 38 car, and then the 75 of Daniel McMillan just gives him a little love tap in the back there. So around a three car incident here in turn 1 at Gateway involving Logan Williams, Josh Williamson, and Daniel McMillan.
We are about to take the restart here at Gateway, ending caution number 2. We are going to have 15 to go on this restart. Ryan Durrani is your leader after maybe trying some strategy under that last caution. Arthur Xavier is going to be second. Keegan Thompson, with some right side damage, is in third, so we'll see if he's up to speed. Scott Upton, who was leading before the caution came out, ends up restarting fourth, and Colton Yeo is going to round out your top 5. Also noteworthy, Caleb Rose in 6th may have also taken 2 tires under that last restart. Alexander Rose 7th, Joe Rutkowski 8th, Davey Johnson 9th, and the 48 of Christopher Alphavy starting in 10th. Justin Seidel has made his way up to the 24th position, so he's gained a few spots since that last caution, as the green flag is back out, and we are back underway here at Gateway. Caleb Rose already trying to make some moves, and Upton's going to be put on the top on that restart. Here comes Xavier to the inside of Ryan Durrani, trying to take the lead away in the monkey car. I don't think he's going to quite get it yet, but he's going to be to his inside. He's going to be pitting.
Oh my goodness, the strategy calls. Everyone is pitting right now. That is so
And we have
odd.
a big stack up on the field.
Oh, they might wreck. But I think they're going to clear it out. It's only 3 wide. I thought they were going 4 there for a second with Dustin Davis.
I don't know what on earth just happened, but a bunch of the leaders just came back into the pits for whatever reason.
Oh
No,
Clifton
he almost wrecked, but it looks like he saved it.
What a save by Clifton. As it is a frat party up here at the front.
Colton Yeo now has a massive lead. Scott Upton's in second, and Dustin Davis in third. Colton Yeo is blowing up!
Yeo's blowing his engine! Are you kidding me? From the lead!
Goodness gracious.
Colton Yeo has blown his engine from the lead. He's going to stop on track. That's going to be a caution.
There has been a lot of tomfoolery that has just taken place.
Oh, they're gonna miss him. They should be able to miss him. The caution
has come out for the third time.
That was a lot of tomfoolery.
Guess what? Scott Upton has been given the lead back on a silver platter, and Dustin Davis second. He might gain a lot of points on Seidel, but I think Seidel also gained a lot of spots as well. There he is. He is up into the 12th spot. Never count this guy out, and they wrecked again. Ethan Farley, Shane Lake, and Zachary Fitzwater have wrecked in turn 2 on the cooldown lap. And Ethan Farley, in his Body Armor Cup Series debut, is going to have a damage number 0. That, I have no idea what just happened.
That is absolutely... That was a weird restart and, like, 3 laps that we have just went through there.
And
First,
just like we mentioned before, never count out Justin Seidel. He will find a way to get up towards the front, and he is now inside the top dozen. But it is Scott Upton in the lead. I don't think nobody's coming back down the pit lane. So I guess we're gonna go and see what on earth just happened over those past 3 or 4 laps. There's a lot to unpack here as we're gonna go into the replay.
Yeah.
Coming to the restart, this is probably the most insane restart I've ever seen. Already we had Caleb Rose trying to make it 3 wide. Upton gets forced up the track. We're following along with Colton Yo. Colton Yo's in about 4th or 5th spot right now. And then you're just going to see Durrani and Xavier and Thompson and a bunch of these guys just duck down into the pits. I have no idea why, and that just stacked up the field. Seidel is all the way back here. He's still in about 20th spot. And then Colton Yo has basically a free lead. He has just a free 2 or 3 second lead. He just stays out there. And we're never going to see Noah Clifton just get turned and save it. So that could have been a wreck right there, but he kept it together. It's just a big hornet's nest back here.
and then we slowly return back up to Colton Yo there in the lead, driving pretty calmly right now. Seems like nothing at all is going to go wrong, and he blows his engine. Just like normally blows his engine exiting turn 2. Everyone somehow avoids him. Thankfully, no one wrecked in that, but Yo blows his engine, stops in the middle of the track, and the caution comes out, which completely changed the setup of this race.
And all of that, Justin Seidel gets up into the top 15. You can see him up there on the top of the screen. And then going into turn number 2, they decide to just wreck in turn number 2. Fitzy, Ethan Farley, who ended up going out of the race because of this, and Shane Lake just all pile up into turn number 2, because why not? We are about to end caution number 3 here at Gateway. We're going to take the green flag with 8 laps to go. Scott Upton back up to the lead in that number 41. Dustin Davis in 2nd. Dale Lightning in 3rd. Christopher Alphaby in 4th. And Equan Haslam has broken the top 5. But, of course, the one that we're all focusing on right now is Justin Seidel, who somehow, some way, has made his way all the way up to 12th after restarting 24th. Nothing can stop this guy. But anyway, they're about to go back to the restart, hopefully the final restart of the race. Upton will lead them down with Davis behind and Dale Lightning in 3rd. Will the insanity continue? Only one way to find out. Green flag back in the air here at Gateway. Dale Lightning ducking to the bottom of Dustin Davis. What a drive through the corner. He's going to get that position away from Dustin Davis. Christopher Alphaby behind him. Davis dropping like a rock. And you can see Seidel back there already making up even more positions as they're going 3 wide through the corner with Haslam on the bottom. He knows he has to be aggressive because Seidel is moving up through the field. And if he doesn't gain as many spots as possible, he will possibly drop out of contention for the championship as Lightning is tracking down Scott Upton. 7 laps to go this time. And Lightning trying to get past Upton, but that 41 has been on rails in the second half of the race.
I'm gonna try something into 3 and 4. Nope, not gonna work. Oh, he might have the drive, and he's gonna get blocked by Upton. And out of turn 4, he's still within striking distance as they head down the front stretch.
Great battle for the lead going on as Lightning trying to find his way around Upton, and that's reeling Dustin Davis back into this thing with Equan has him behind. These guys need as many points as they can, and Seidel is up to 9th. You can see it on the leaderboard. He is just continuing to pick him up and put him down. He might get his 14th top 10 of the season here.
You cannot escape this number 61 team and Justin Seidel. I have absolutely no idea how he does it every single week, but he is back up and running inside the top 10 here in the closing stages. After restarting 24th just 2 restarts ago, he is up inside the top 10 in 9th position. This is the craziest drive I've ever seen out of Justin Seidel, probably this season.
Equan has him battling Dustin Davis for 3rd. He's going to fly by him in turn number 4, and he's going to take over P3 and get up into the podium. Lightning still trying to find a way around Upton, but Upton has gapped him just a little bit. As for 4th position, Dustin Davis going to lose another spot, and he might lose even more spots to Seidel's teammate Nathan Baird and the number 17 car of Brock Nelson. Coming down to 3 laps to go. Dale Lightning going through the corner. He's closing in on Scott Upton. This is going to be an entertaining race for the lead. Will Upton be able to hold him off?
Dale Lightning just not making moves right now, as Upton is just going to keep holding this lead. As Dale Lightning then needs to put on his big boy pants and just go for it here. He has nothing to lose right now, and he should go for this win. But I'm not the one driving the car, so he can do whatever he so well desires. But if I were him, I'd just go for this lead right now, send it right into turn 1, and get that 41 and take that lead.
2 laps to go. Scott Upton. He has absolutely, I've said it already, he has been on rails for this this second half of the race, and it's showing here. Lightning trying to challenge, but he has not been able to get to the inside of him. He does have a good run coming out of 3 and 4, though. He might have a shot. He's just not able to carry that momentum down the straightaway. White flag in the air for Scott Upton. Lightning peeking to the inside. Will he be able to do anything, though? He's on the bumper. If he gets a good run out of the corner, he might, but he's going to stay behind. He's still looking to the inside, though. He's going to have to dive it into turns 3 and 4 if he wants a chance. Here comes Lightning to the inside of Scott Upton. Oh, the momentum got killed there, but here he comes off the corner. It's going to be a side-by-side finish coming off the corner. It's Lightning. It's Upton. Lightning is going to get him on a last lap pass at Gateway. What a finish. An incredible finish here at Gateway. Scott Upton, man, he had such a fast car, but Lightning just got him at the end. And Justin Seidel, an 8th place finish. He just continues to find ways to impress this season. I think his lead's going to be, well, I don't think it's going to be bigger because hasn't finished ahead of him, but he's definitely going to maintain that massive lead for sure.
As I said at the start of the event, Justin Seidel, my bet was on him to somehow pull a top 10 out of that 37th place starting position, and I'm not shocked I was right. Just absolutely utter domination this season, and still no win to show for it.
No, that is now going to be the man's 14th top 10 finish in 29 races this season. I don't even know how you can statistically anomalate for that, the absurdity of the consistency, but let's give it up for Dale Lightning. Came into this race 33rd in points. He had one career win last season at the Pocono Raceway. He gets another win here. He's already announced he's returning to Jacoan Racing, and for the fourth? No. That is going to be that is the fourth time this year for Jacoan Racing. They're now 6-win as a team, second in the past 3 weeks, not 3 races, but 3 weeks. They get another win here. They now lead once again over Team Velocistar in the all-time constructors, so congrats to them on a big dub. But overall thoughts, lads, on tonight going around the table. Start with you, Brennan. One of the strangest gateway races I think we have ever seen. Second week in a row, we get a race finish with a last corner pass. What are your final thoughts on tonight's race?
Race was completely all over the place. The first half was more like a traditional race that you'd expect, but as soon as that second restart happened, things just went off the rails, and it just got completely insane. And then, of course, we had what might be a classic Body Armor Cup Series finish with Dale Lightning beating Scott Upton on the final lap. That was quite a sight to watch, and that was quite a fun one to call, I know, for a fact.
This race was absolutely incredible and just crazy, as we had some early cautions that really didn't cycle up the pit strategy, but coming off of the second restart, at least half of the people inside the top 10 ducked it down in the pit road, and it caused absolute mayhem into the midfield. And Colton Yo got up there to the lead and just decided, hey, my engine's not going to work anymore, and blows it while leading. And then Dale Lightning, with the last corner, may I add, pass on Scott Upton to take the win here at Gateway. This was a very exciting and fun race to watch and commentate.
Well, there was some absolute tomfoolery that happened around lap 30, I think it was, with half the top 10 pitting, Colton Yo blowing up after getting the lead on a silver platter, and then them wrecking on the cooldown lap. That was insane. First half of the race was regular, what you would expect, and then it just decided that it was gonna go absolutely bonkers in that second half. But it was very enjoyable to watch, very fun to call, and obviously that last lap pass with Dale Lightning and Scott Upton, that was very, very interesting and fun to watch.
Rundown of your top 10. Dale Lightning wins, Scott Upton second, Equan Hasm third, Christopher Alphaby fourth, Dustin Davis fifth. A lot of championship contenders that were trying to run down Justin Seidel got good finishes, but it did not matter because the man himself finished 8th anyway. Brock Nelson and Nathan Barrett both got good runs in 6th and 7th. Andrew Miller and Andrew Williams got 9th and 10th. Nice run for Williams, who's been looking for some nice runs. So a good job for him. Joe Rutkowski finishing 11th, one of those championship contenders, but he did finish behind Seidel, so he's not going to be gaining any points on him.
No, overall, though, a great night for Dale Lightning to get his second career win and first of the season, ended a pretty long winless streak that dated back to Pocono last season, and Owen Miles Jacoan Racing again in their 6th win overall as a team and 4th on the year. But it all comes down to, in the championship hunt, Justin Seidel. More drivers falling out of the title race tonight. Colton Yo, he's going to be on sudden death. He may be eliminated from the title after tonight's race with that unfortunate situation. Aidan McCrow's going to be on sudden death alert heading into the Southern 500 next weekend. I mean, you got some other guys in there who are just hanging on for dear life now. Most notably, you're going to see Equan Hasm's saved himself off to fight another day, but it's going to be very hard for him going beyond, what's the word for it, the Southern 500, but that's going to be about it heading into Darlington. We're at the point, can safely say it's about Justin Seidel, Igor Barreto, Joe Rutkowski. Equan Hasm's going to close in a bit. I don't know if there's anybody else. That may be your only 4 guys left who have a shot to win the championship, and if any of the other 3 not named Justin Seidel want to win it, they have a mountain and a mole to climb. But that does it here for us tonight from the Gateway Motorsports Park. On behalf of Brennan Wilmington Abe Troxel, and Nathan Smith. Matt Tuck, thank you for tuning in tonight. Congratulations to Dale Light and Owen Miles, and we will see you guys in Darlington for the Southern 500. Till then, so long, everybody.